Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things. And we see them. And today we got a hell of a show for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel here. So this is a topic that was sent to me this morning from one of our viewers. He sends me a message on Instagram. By the way, if you're not following us on Instagram, handle is Dreamers Pro, same name as the channel. He goes, check out the new Cam and Mace show. So I go to their channel and I look for their latest episode. Now, what I did know prior to that was Cam took some issues with a recent Anthony Edwards commercial that was dropped or published by Adidas, right? In that commercial, it was just basically him shooting in the gym. His friend is reading off some receipts that are coming off a printer, and he was just responding to various critics, right? They responded to Carmelo Anthony and all of that. Then they got to the one with Cameron, and they printed out something where Cam said something to the effect of, I think Anthony Edwards is a star, but not a superstar, something like that. And then Anthony Edwards responds in a very nonchalant, kind of dismissive way, says, F buddy, right? And then Cameron gets a whiff of that. So I click on his show today, Cam and Mace's show, and it starts off with Black Rob's beat from Whoa. And then Cam does his freestyle. And then they bring in Mace and the moderator. And then Cam then basically starts to explain why, you know, he took the position that he took at the beginning of the show. And in the midst of Cam doing that, it gets to a part where Cam goes, and by the way, we came up with a compilation of players from different sports who have all been injured wearing Adidas products. And I was like, whew, Cam is not playing here. He dropping diss records. He going at Adidas executives. And I was like, bro, we got to talk about this here today. So those are the comments that we want to get into today. But before we even get into what Cam had to say on Cam and Mace, this video is brought to you by our sponsor, Game Time, who's the official sponsor of today's show. Game Time makes getting NBA Finals tickets even faster and easier than ever before. For example, I am super excited about the games between the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. With Game Time tickets, I can easily pick the best tickets for me. I love that I can choose between different deals. I have the option to select the cheaper deal, the best option deal, or my favorite, the flash deal. The flash deal gives me the option to find discounts that I can only find on Game Time. Once I select the ticket I want, I can view my seat. And it's not just restricted to the NBA. I can also look for the best ticket deals for other sports like football, baseball, or concerts, or comedy or theater shows. Included in my purchase, I also have a 24-hour return guarantee, a lowest price guarantee, event cancellation protection. So take the guesswork out of buying NBA tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do now is want to play exactly what Cam had to say on this show here. And then we're going to come back and react to Cam's comments. Take a listen to what Cameron had to say here.
And what we did was we put together a little clip that I'm about to play for y'all. All the people that got hurt wearing Adidas. Derrick Rose, Amar Shepard, Leon Mase, John Wall, Kevin Ware, RG3. Matter of fact, I don't even have to do it. Let's get ready to go to the clip, Nick. Adidas, Arabia Iman. Here we go.
Injuries can be the worst part of the game, and when they happen at the highest level of professional sports, a lot is on the line. Health and well-being, money, career longevity, endorsements. Speaking of endorsements, here are some of the most notable sports injuries across sports genres while the player was wearing Adidas. Let's start with Kevin Ware. This was one of the most gruesome sports injuries ever. Louisville versus Duke. Kevin Ware went up for a block and came down, snapped his leg in half. Reggie Bush sustained a PCL injury in his second season in the NFL. A year later, he had an MCL sprain, then later injured that same knee's meniscus. Reggie Bush entered the NFL in 2006 and had a portfolio of off-field branding deals, including Adidas, which didn't end until 2013. In that time, Reggie Bush missed at least a cumulative season's worth of games due to injuries. 49ers running back Frank Gore sustained a knee injury in the end zone during a playoff game. He was assisted by medical personnel as he was unable to immediately get himself up. Over the course of his long, illustrious career, Kevin Garnett battled multiple leg injuries. He was a marquee endorser for Adidas. In 2012, rookie sensation Robert Griffin III breathed life into the Redskins organization and had fans on an absolute high. Well, that high quickly turned into a low when he tore his ACL and LCL in a playoff matchup versus the Seahawks. After Tracy McGrady sustained a knee injury and underwent surgeries, the quickness and first step T-Mac once had was never the same. Derrick Rose tore his ACL while driving to the basket in the first game of the 2012 playoffs. All injuries are unfortunate, but this one felt especially tragic because we all saw the impact he had on that team and on the game as a whole. The list really goes on. Here are a few more injuries players sustained while wearing Adidas. Iman Shumpert tore his ACL during a first-round playoff game. Donovan Mitchell was expected to miss Game 5 versus the Celtics this year with a calf injury. 2 years ago, Damian Lillard left Portland's game versus Miami with a calf injury. That same year, James Harden was expected to miss a month with a foot injury. And it's not just the NBA and NFL. This year, it was reported that Lionel Messi would not play in Argentina's 2 friendlies against the U.S. due to a right leg injury. Paulo Dybala suffered a left quad injury and was facing 4 to 8 weeks of rest, putting the World Cup in jeopardy. This year, Mohamed Salah injured his hamstring in Egypt's draw against Ghana. Former #1 tennis player Anna Ivanovic retired from tennis at the age of 29 due to injuries. Is it a curse? Is it a coincidence? Is it a pattern? Let's talk about it.
Now, Adidas, this could go on because what I did do was reach out to Kevin Ware. For people that don't know who Kevin Ware is, that's the guy at Louisville whose leg actually, his bone came through his skin. He's wearing Adidas socks, Adidas sneakers, and everything else. So I'm reaching out to him, and we're getting ready to do the Kevin Ware documentary. It's not locked in. I got resources in my team reaching out. So we're gonna work on that this week. But that's my goal this week. We're gonna do the Kevin Ware documentary. Then I'm gonna reach out to Kevin Garnett and everybody else that we just saw get hurt. And we're gonna put the Adidas, why do players and athletes get hurt? Because it's not just basketball. It's not just football. It's soccer, it's tennis, and the list goes on for different sports. So we're gonna start the hashtag Pray for Ant-Man. But Adidas, let's do it.
So you heard what Cameron had to say. What are my thoughts on what he had to say? First of all, this is why you don't diss rappers. Because rappers, man, rappers don't play. Rappers always looking, did he sneak this? Did he say something? Is he trying to say something? Or you think you saying something? Like, those are rappers for you, #1. #2, Cam and them dudes is not the dudes to beef with. You know why? And I'll tell you why. Because they can actually put out a song and flame you. It's not like as if you dissing somebody that can't rap or some whack rapper that can't really, put a song together. Cam can. And you saw how fast that he did it and how effortlessly that he did it. But what's interesting was that he was going at the Adidas executives, and he also said this is the talents, referring to Anthony Edwards, that he said that the Adidas executives are the ones that were behind this commercial, co-signing this particular commercial. And I thought that was very, very interesting, because essentially what Cam did was he didn't go to the messenger. He went directly to the source of the message. And I thought that was very, very interesting in his part. And it also shows you, man, that look, there's some people that you can go at and you can get away with this scot-free. You can walk off laughing into the sunset. And then there are other people that if you try to pull a stunt like this, they'll make you regret it. And in the case of Cam and Mace, those are the people that you just don't try it with. I remember when Shannon Sharp had his kind of made the comments about Mase, and Mase was considering to respond. I'm like, yeah, Mase ain't the one you want to go at with that. Yeah, I don't think he's the one. Yeah, I don't think Mase is the one to go with. I'm not sure that's the person you want to go at. And in this case, man, I just thought that it was crazy how far he took it, how quick he took it. Not only did he make a diss record, he then went as far as to pulling up a list of players that got injured wearing Adidas sponsored products or Adidas products, and then was like, go call, like, bro, that was something else. But we thought it was something interesting, something a little bit different for us to talk about today. So what I want to know from you guys, what do you think about Cameron's response to Anthony Edwards' commercial? Do you think it was inbound, out of bounds? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts in the comments when we catch you on the next show. Peace.